All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Let's Talk TV, your one and only YouTube platform, where they give you a back-to-back updates on how things they be, on how things they shell for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also, remember to like and share this broadcast too. Alright, my wonderful people, the latest one with the buzz rains at the moment. They say yes, it don't buzz for this area normally. Say even everybody they collect woto, and the latest one where they try giving at the moment. They say yes, Mazinam the Kano's lawyer was actually harassed and attacked on camera. Yes, my people, this is a this is just to show you the amount of people that have hate for anything or anyone that is connected to the Biafra freedom. And that is the issue we keep having every now and then. The fact that there are people that are not even that are not concerned, or there are people that are not even anywhere close or anywhere that thinks or wants to hear anything that wants or connects to the Biafra movement, and they are not in any way liking to it. And that is the issue we keep having, because this set of people are not people that you would want to even have around you. And everything that concerns the Biafra referendum is something that they hate from the bottom of their heart, and they would not want anything that would look like movement or freedom or progress at all in that state. And that is the issue we keep having when we see these people coming out. And if you check well, most of them are Igbo people, your fellow Igbo people. And this man was attacked when he was still talking on camera. He was even being interviewed when he was attacked, and he was pushed, and everything happened very before. And this is very, very tragic. As you also know that the PM Brgie Simon Ekpa Njoko has also been at this particular point. We know that the forces against him, which would not pass the Islamic State, have always been sending people towards him, sending assassins to him to make sure, or to find a way to like bring him down, which one way or another they've been feeling woefully, because of course you cannot stop a man that is doing the Lord's work. Mazinam the Kano is a man that is doing the Lord's work. Mazi Simon Ekpa is also doing the Lord's work, and that is the truth of the matter. That is why whenever they try to do a whole lot of things to him, it doesn't work out. It doesn't end up working out, and that's the truth of the matter. It would not work out. It's not something that would work out at the end. It is something that you would think of and be like, no, not at all. It is not something that you would regard at any point in time. But then that is what it is. This is what we keep seeing every now and then with people that are not even happy with the progress of things nowadays. The only thing that people are interested in nowadays is just anything that will benefit them, and that is why we've had it very, very difficult. That's why it's been very, very difficult for us to progress from where we are, because we have people that are only interested in themselves, especially the Igbo leaders and the Igbo governors, where we have that are supposed to be supporting the cause. Instead, they are supporting something else, or supporting something else that they would benefit from personally. And that is an issue, a very big issue at the moment. But then that's so it be when things like this keep happening. It just opens your eyes to the number of things, to the number of issues and weak links we have in our very before, which need to actually be talked about and settled at the moment. And the earlier we actually find the ways to actually settle it, the better for us, because we cannot, I repeat, we cannot have ourselves in that particular trio of things that would be happening, because we do not understand how these things are happening. We do not even want anything like that. The only thing we've ever wanted has been the movement of the Biafran freedom. That has been the release of Mazinam the Kano, and also the release of Mazinam the Kano, and also the division of this so-called one Nigeria that had not benefited anyone at any point in time. It is time for us to actually do something that would benefit every single one of us. We Igbos, we need to come together single-handedly and do the things that would actually have a general gain for every single one of us. That is what we are hoping for. That is what we are actually hoping for at the moment, and it's really, really getting to every single one of us. But then the PM and every one of us involved in this have sworn not to give up, but to keep going, back to back to make sure that we achieve what we need to achieve to get where we need to get, because that's like the most important thing of all.
That is ready for the battle that is coming up soon. So my people, be ready, because you do not know what will be happening soon. Okay, on that note, where Obasanjo himself just came out and made some kind of comments, my people. Yes, he just came out and made some kind of comments concerning the civil war. My people, it doesn't really concern us. This particular ex-president, we know during his time, of course, when he ruled in the military time and came back again and ruled again the second time, he had enough time to do whatever I don't know whatever he's saying. But then, of course, the most important thing for us to have in our minds on is that we ourselves as Biafrans must do the needful. Okay, my people, he's talking about the Biafra war. Let us see what he has said. He says here, Olusegun Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, recently spoke at the conference on youth leadership titled Opportunities for Peace, Roles of the Youths in Conflict Prevention in Africa. He called on youths to be advocates of conversation over violence, highlighting the critical role that youths play in promoting peace. My people, I made this thing recently. I say we cannot go down if you've not done the needful. Peace is not even an option right now. If people have decided not to give us what we want, if you've decided not to give us a Mazen the Kano, have decided not to give us our Biafra freedom, our Biafra referendum, peace is not an option. And so whatever you say now in a conference might be true and will be moved by gullible people that do not know what the true movement for the Biafra army or the true movement for the Biafra is. They are the ones that might look into it. But the true people know the reason why we've been fighting this hard and we've been fighting for this long. And that is those are the people that will not give up, or that will not be moved by these gullible speeches that he's making at this particular point. He said, according to Obasanjo's article, he said that the country has shown resiliency during the civil war by returning to the round table for settlement in spite of severe conflict. He exhorted the youths of today to adopt this mindset and convince those who lean violently to think twice. Additionally, he emphasizes the significance of fostering a culture of peace and empathy in the next generation. In Obasanjo's words, during the Civil War, we killed ourselves mercilessly and destroyed our best facilities, but we still came back to the round table to get the challenge resolved. Youth must develop the culture of peace, the culture of humanness, the culture of living the way God wants us to live. Okay, so now this is what he is advising them to do. But then to do what is needful, we Biafrans have always been people of peace. We have always wanted peace in our lives. Every single thing about us has always been about peace. We are not people of war. We do not want war. We have never ever wanted war. But then it is the situation people put us into that make us want to lean to war. Yeah, of course, that is the situation. We are not people of war. I don't know if he's trying to say that the war and everything that is happening now is how. No. The youths of nowadays, the Biafrans of nowadays, are leaning into war because that is what they have pushed us into. Because that is the situation they have pushed us into. We did not just wake up one day and decide to wake up and push ourselves into war. The reason why the Nigerian army and the Biafra Liberation Army, the B.L.A, are clashing 24/7 is because of the fact that they have refused to do the needful. They have refused to release our leader, Ohamadike Mazen Kano. Yes, that is why we are leaning into war. They have refused also to give us what we've been asking for the longest of times after the civil war. I believe you me, if they have given us what they want instead of leaning into the civil war, my people, I do not think we would have been here by now. I believe everywhere we would have been on their own. They would have been on their own. And we would be where we are because, of course, there is no need for any war and we would be happy with our state. And by now, I believe you me, the kind of progress we would have made would not be one to even be trifled with. But of course, na so it dey be, na so it dey hot. Once you come for these conferences, they will just make it look like everything that is happening now is our fault, because violence is not the answer. This is none of this is going to make the real Biafrans turn away from what is needful. The people that cannot be turned, cannot be swayed by these gullible talks, they know the real fight, and they are not going to give us. And so on that particular note, nothing of such can make us give up on our fight or stop doing whatever it is we've been doing ever since. And so because of that, we'll keep on fighting and doing the needful no matter what. So yes, my people, this is where we've come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.